I am going to tell you about a murder. But in this murder, there is no blood, no corpse. In fact, the victim doesn't even have a real body. Date, December 23rd, 1951. Location, in front of the Dijon Cathedral in France. Church authorities hang a giant Santa Claus effigy from the railings in front of hundreds of children and then set it on fire. Yes, you heard that right. The church symbolically executes Santa Claus, declaring him a heretic. That day, it wasn't just a puppet made of fiber burning. In reality, that fire was the reckoning between the two great giants of the modern world, the old religion and the new capitalism. And let me give you a spoiler. Capitalism won the war that day. Today, I won't tell you about how Christmas is just about a jolly old grandpa and gift packages. I will tell you how a time frame that was once sacred transformed into an economic necessity where we feel guilty if we don't empty our wallets. We won't indulge in cheap romanticism like consumerism is so bad, spirituality is dead. Instead, we will descend into Theodor Adorno's ice-cold observations and Baudrillard's universe of simulation. We will use Walter Benjamin's dark prophecies to expose the dark factory behind this glittering showcase. First, let's shatter a myth. Christmas, as we know it, is not as ancient a tradition as we think. Frankly speaking, it is a 19th century fabrication. Before the Industrial Revolution, these days were an uncontrolled carnival where people took to the streets and drank. In the 17th century, the Puritans actually banned the celebration of Christmas, calling it wasteful. But when the Industrial Revolution filled the factories, a fairy tale was needed to sell these goods. Even the red-cheeked Santa Claus figure in our minds today is written neither in the Bible nor in ancient legends. He is a mask, first drawn by Thomas Nast for propaganda and later dressed in brand colors by Coca-Cola in the 1930s. The French thinker Jean Baudrillard describes exactly this situation in his book Simulacra and Simulation. According to Baudrillard, in modern society, the real is no longer possible. Today we celebrate not St. Nicholas, but that hyper-real image created by Coca-Cola. Baudrillard says, the consumer society is not the accumulation of happiness, but the accumulation of the signs of happiness. Meaning those lights in the shop windows, that artificial joy, is actually a simulation of happiness. It has no original. Let's get to the most crucial part, the part that hurts us all, gifts. Why do we buy gifts? To make our loved ones happy? If the grumpy yet brilliant philosopher Theodor Adorno were alive, he would laugh bitterly at this answer. In his masterpiece Minima Moralia, Adorno delivers a sentence that hits us like a slap in the face. Human beings are forgetting how to give gifts. According to Adorno, a gift used to carry the giver's time, labor, and soul. Today, the gift has surrendered to the cold logic of the market, included with a gift receipt. Adorno says the gift receipt tells the recipient, "Here's your stuff. If you don't like it, get something else. I don't care." This is the reification of human relationships. We throw the market value of commodities at each other, not love. Economist Joel Waldfogel calculated that 30% of gifts bought at Christmas are considered junk by the recipient. This is called dead weight loss. We vaporize billions of dollars just to say, "I bought a gift." As Baudrillard said, this is a ritual of waste. We burn our resources to prove our status. So, why do we insist on doing this irrational thing? Why do we flock to malls like zombies? Here, Walter Benjamin's earth-shattering thesis comes into play: capitalism as religion. Benjamin states that capitalism is a cult that answers all anxieties but possesses no theology. He explains the most terrifying feature of this religion. Capitalism is a cult without atonement. It produces only guilt and debt. In German, the word Schuld means both debt and guilt. The Christmas season is when this mechanism peaks. The system constantly makes you feel inadequate and indebted. Did I buy enough? In the past, you confessed sins and found relief. In this new religion, there is no relief. The only way to suppress your guilt is to consume. You load up the credit card, you go into debt. Let's finish with the magnificent analysis of anthropologist Claude Lévi-Strauss, Father Christmas Executed. Lévi-Strauss questions why adults put so much effort into making children believe in Santa. He concludes, this is a cult of the dead. Children represent the other world. By buying expensive gifts, we represent a ransom against the transience of time and our own mortality. In conclusion, friends, Christmas did not fall victim to the capitalist order. It became its most loyal collaborator. This is exactly what Guy Debord called the society of the spectacle. Images have replaced reality. The mall has replaced the cathedral. The credit card pin has replaced prayer. The priests in Dijon were right. Santa really was the representative of a new religion. And they couldn't kill him by burning him, because you cannot kill a profitable idea by setting it on fire. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, assuming you haven't drowned in debt by then.